Yo, yo, what's up? What's up, Cowboy Nation? What's up, YouTube? What's going on, family? Safety Valentine to the Sports Channel, trying to get some better lighting in the car, but hopefully this will do. Oh man, this loss to the Saints. Hey, you know what? Let's get. It's just one loss. I'm not hitting the panic button. I'll go ahead and say that. I'm not gonna hit the panic button. And what was even more despicable is that I was sitting amongst Redskin fans that had nothing else better to do but to sit there and call the game that we was going to lose to the Saints. And matter of fact, what made it even worse, one of my cousins was like, they're gonna beat y'all with field goals. And he was right. 4 field goals. That was a very horrible game plan against that team, and myself and other vloggers of the Cowboys knew that this team was going to be something serious, and we played down to their level, and they didn't even have their starting quarterback. And there's nothing wrong. I like Bridgewater. I was for Bridgewater ever since he left the Vikings. You know, when they let him go, and then they let him go from the Jets. I thought that, you know, his game was stunted because of the injury. All that excitement. I mean, I'm like this. I'm like this overall. The ball was in our court. We had the ball. All we had to do was get in field goal range. I'm not mad. I'm not even mad at the loss. Not mad at the loss because we had an opportunity to win the game at the end. Penalties hurt us. Turnovers hurt us. They gashed us in the fourth quarter in the running game. They get the ball to keep the ball out of the hands of the offense. We didn't get the ball. We didn't get the ball back with only a minute and something left. You know, and we had to burn a timeout. You know, we had to burn that last timeout, and then we had to get down the field. But due to some penalties, one was the punt return. Why did you touch the gunner? Why? That put us in a further deficit of trying to get out of the damn hole. Trying to get out of that deep field position that they had on their side of the field, or on our side of the field. And trying to climb out of that, and all they did was play a 3-5. They only rushed 3, you know what I'm saying, for some parts of that game, which made it harder to get guys open in that zone. I mean, they really had to, you know, they really had to let things open up. And Dak was hitting targets. Dak hit targets. You know, he had to force some passes. And eventually we got a play that we needed, but you know, some of those, we got two penalties on that final drive. and we fell short of getting into field goal range by 20 yards or so, something like that. It would have been a 72 yarder or something, some shit like that for Maher to kick. Which is impossible with 2 seconds left. And during that last drive, I was like, Dak, run the ball, man. Just run the ball, because they was expecting you to pass. So run up the middle. Especially on that first play after the punt, and they got the sack, which we was like 2nd and 20. And we was helped out on that drive too, because we got some calls that went for us too, like some pass interference or holding or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So the game was called even. I can't knock the fact that, you know, we had some passes go against us. You know, we lost the turnover battle. And that was another thing. We had no answer for the running game in the fourth quarter. They looked just like the Indianapolis Colts and the St. Louis Rams last season. Inside zone blocking. That inside zone kills that cover two. That front line, that style of defense. It's been proven. It's a blueprint, and it was just a matter of time before Sean Payton pulled that out. Once they got that ball back, for them to try to further their lead. Good thing we stopped it, but they ran that ball because we had them 3rd and short one time. Well, both times we had them 3rd and 2, and then 3rd and 1, and we didn't stop them. And that's the sad part. I mean, the game is like it felt like I was looking at a Scott Linehan offense. That's how bad the game plan was for tonight. That's how bad the game plan was. And if y'all gonna come out like that, we was talking about y'all coming out flat, and y'all came out flat. I know how I've seen enough games to see the jostle, the back and forth, and seeing who was going to cave first, give in first in the second half, and we did. We ran out of gas. The defense couldn't hold up any longer, and they mustered up a sack to put them out of field goal range, and all we had to do was get in field goal range. That's it. The defense, it wasn't the defense fault, it was the offense in this game. Couldn't get Zeke going. I'm like, put in Pollard, because Zeke wasn't really going anywhere. I'm like, Pollard he's a different pace, you know what I'm saying? He didn't see the field at all. I'm not even gonna hop to any conclusions on like what sometimes that's just what it is. We got shut down. Point blank. There's no need to try to speculate or think about some kind of like something was conspired, blah blah blah. They just got to come out and play better, because we can possibly, with that right there, with that style of play, that style of game planning for that team, who we play next? Green Bay, and they got a quarterback. They got one of the quarterbacks, And when I say that, that means top 5, top 3, to be honest with you. And we very well could end up being 3-2. Then everything's right back to square one as far as the division goes. All I know is that they better get it together. They better get it together. Because that was trash. That was trash. So was this some kind of strategy to like not show everybody the full package because we was in such a dire need to get offense, the offense generated, and it seemed like they just reverted back to last season when we was 3-5. It seemed like if that was the case, then we're playing. Okay, so we're playing chess. We don't want everybody to see our full formational packages and stuff like that. Maybe because they're not ready to be implemented yet. So I don't know what to expect going into week 5 with that kind of play. I guess we'll just have to wait and see. Because that right there, that's a no-go. That's a not going anywhere. Now tomorrow after this huge Sunday night game that everybody was watching to see what's going to happen, and what they thought was going to happen happened. Cowboys losing. So now we're going to talk. Now we're going to get the Dak talks. Oh, I told you he can't carry a team because they shut down the running game. If it ain't running through Zeke, then Dak doesn't get off. And then it's going to go to the Pro Football, whatever that is, factor or whatever geometric stats they give out, is that they've been saying that the Cowboys is going to regress after 3 games. And you know what's been on not even stigmatized because it's been fact, but this is supposed to be a down year for Garrett. So all of that stuff is we're gonna hear about that all week until it's time for us to play again, and we better win, because if we don't win, we lose 2 back to back. It's gonna be rain on me all day. What's wrong with the Cowboys? Man, we got some serious games coming up, and we have to be up for that. But anyway, this is Anthony Fallon, Tone Setter Sports Channel. Peace. I'm out.